Hi there and welcome to this Hockey Inside Out Show bonus episode. I'm Stu Cowan of the Gazette and I'm joined by my regular partners here. You know who these guys are. Former Canadiens teammates and 1986 Stanley Cup champions Chris Nilan and Rick Green. Well, Lane Hutson, rookie defenseman, continues to dazzle this season, Rick. Kid's been amazing. As a former defenseman, different style of defenseman, what has impressed you most about this kid?
His hockey IQ. Stands out. I watched the details of his game, and you can say what you want about his size, as you know, going into the league, which everybody was concerned about. Really bright player, doesn't waste a lot of energy unnecessarily. Always seems to find the right guy to move the puck to. Composed. I was a little concerned with his skating ability, but boy, oh boy, he gets there, and he plays with good grit and competes. He just keeps getting better every game, and wow, for a young kid coming in and showing that kind of confidence, and they're giving him every opportunity to play lots of minutes and develop, and he is doing it and regularly finding ways to make things happen on the ice. He finds guys with his vision that is not, it's not something that is developed. He's got an instinct. You look at Caulfield's goal that he set up. He could have shot the puck. Instead, he shot for Caulfield's stick under pressure with not much time to think about it. Boom, in the net. So there's details of his game that he's really, really smart and finds ways to make good things happen every time he has the puck. And, he seems to be really comfortable in, every opportunity that he's been given, and he's taken full advantage of it. Wow, we're going to see some great things for the future of this one.
His compete level is outstanding, and him and Mike Matheson have been a really good pairing, Knuckles. What do you like about this kid just watching him?
Yeah, I didn't like the pairing when they were together because, again, two offensive guys. So Mike has played better defensively. I've certainly noticed that. As far as Hutson defensively, I think the toughest thing on an NHL defenseman coming in is to play in their own end. And especially if you're not big, you got to be able to use your smarts more than your physicality. And he's done that. There's times he gets his body in the way, but he's smart with his stick. He's able to poke pucks, retrieve pucks, and then turn it into something. Coming through the neutral zone, offensive zone, when he gets in there with the puck. It's like, you ever see them videos, how to put a fire out? You throw a fire retardant blanket over it. Like, you think he's got that blanket over him, and then all of a sudden he sidesteps someone, and the puck's through him, and he's making a play. Not only getting by that guy that's trying to shut him down, as soon as he gets by, he's making a play. He's putting the puck on someone else's stick like crazy. You'd think he's snuffed out. There's no way. He's so elusive. His lateral movement's ridiculous. Ridiculous, his lateral movement. He's a treat to watch, boy. Everybody goes, you watch Connor McDavid. Everybody goes, they want to see McDavid. He's in town. We're going to see him. This is the type of kid you come to watch a hockey game. Yeah, I want to see this kid. You hear the fans ooh and ah. The only time I've heard that ooh and ah before is when I used to fight, and no. It's unbelievable to watch. He's such a treat to watch. And boy, 35 points now. He's top in rookies. He was mentioned way below Mitchkov and Celebrini before. They were like, okay, yeah, this kid, yeah, he got some points. Man, he's taking it to him. I hope those donkeys that vote for this thing, I hope those donkeys vote the right guy.
As a defenseman and the amount of minutes he's playing, he's more dominant than the two forwards. He's got more points from him. What do you think, Rick? Is he the rookie of the year at this point if you were voting today?
I just I mean, I look at a young defenseman. I try to engage a young defenseman on his ability to make decisions under pressure. And that gives you a pretty good idea, looking at a guy like Hutson so early on that has been able to handle the pressure of making decisions and the right ones, 99% of the time. And that is something that is, it's you either have it or you don't, and this kid has it. And you see him racking up the points with his ability to find guys and make plays. And I hope it continues for him. And he's well deserving of being in that running and maybe get that call.
I know on shows earlier this season, Rick, you had mentioned you were concerned about him sort of always going on the offense. I think you said the same thing, Knuckles. He was always sort of on the offense. And Marty mentioned after a recent game that now Cole's learning to play to the score, right? If you're leading, he's not doing those things. He's playing, if you're down, then he's going to rush the puck more. If you're not, I think some of that has to do with playing with a veteran like Matheson. I know, Knuckles, you said you didn't like that pairing at first, but I think Matheson's such a good teammate. Before they wanted him to push the offense, right?
Yeah.
Now they're telling him, okay, you don't have to. You're playing with Lane Hutson. He's going to push the offense. Matheson gave up, lost his spot on the number 1 power play, went to the number 2 power play. Great teammate, never complaining. A real good role model for this guy to learn from. I think it seems to be. I think that might be a key. Rick having, and all 3 defense partners now. They have a veteran with a young guy. I think that's really key.
It is, and my favorite young guy is right here. Okay, this bobblehead right here. My favorite young guy, Norris Trophy. Someday. No.
But David Savard's a great partner for him. They've worked well together.
Listen, man, again, those two together, Mike and Hutson, I didn't like it. I didn't. I mean, I think, ask a defenseman. When you first saw it, Rick, did you think that was going to work?
Well, with the way that they were playing, where both of them were, caught in their offensive zone, it was complete high risk play. And we all know what happened for a good part of the season with not just those guys, but the other guys getting involved when they didn't need to get involved. And that's a huge difference that I see now, much more selective. I mean, Matheson's still jumping in there offensively, but he has the ability to skate and come back without a problem. But I noticed a number of times that the defense now, and Carrier is a classic example. He doesn't force any issues that need to be forced. Keep it simple. If they end up having to throw the puck in rather than carry it and try and make a play that is not there, their selection is much, much better than what it was, and the result is less high-risk play, better position on the ice to face the opposition. And, it's a team game. And like I said, when they do go, the forwards know they're going, and they're going to cover for them. And that's a disciplined type of play, and that's a compliment to their team effort.
Well, after the win over Utah, the Canadiens had a 9-2-1 record in the 12 games since the Carrier trade, which settled the defense pairings. And Hutson and Matheson were both plus 10 over those 12 games. So that just sort of says how much that settled everything down. Little trivia for you here before we leave. The last Canadiens player to win the Calder Trophy was Ken Dryden in 1972. And the last Canadiens defenseman to win the Calder Trophy was Jacques Laperriere in 1964. So it's going to be interesting to follow Lane Hutson the rest of this season. And right now, he would have my vote for the Calder Trophy. Anyway, that's it for this Hockey Inside Out Show bonus episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out YouTube channel. Go to montrealgazette.com/newsletters to sign up for the Hockey Inside Out newsletter. And of course, go to hockeyinsideout.com where you get all the latest Canadiens news every day. Also, if you have a question you'd like Knuckles and Rick to answer in a future bonus episode, put it in the comment section below. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.